All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the continuation of Joke. I am your commentator, Beat43210, and we got an exciting matchup today between Half Your Gaming and MrCB. These two fine competitors are facing each other off in the round of 16 today. And joining me to watch it all go down is none other than Epic Man 2. How you doing?
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another match of the JOKE4 tournament. Thank you once again to Beat43201, 43210 for the lovely introduction. We are back again to throw yet another match right down your avenue as we take the U-turn and take yet another gander at what both these players in the loser bracket are going to be doing. happergamer and MrCB have gone out of a rough round of 32 round, and they are here to put in the decision who's going to be the one knocked out here. This is seed 30 to seed 17 going into this round. So, and both these players definitely have quite the arsenal that they are capable of. It's really just down to how well they can try and manage with, like, you know, what they're capable of. As we see the rolls go out, it's going to be a relatively close one. happergamer is going to be winning by about 5 points. And it does seem like with their pick being first, they're going LN1 to start things off.
All right. LN1, the Chinatown Blues. Maybe, you know, an optimism for MrCB who could try to get the first point. Maybe.
Indeed.
But instead, we got some flake party. No, I was kidding.
Oh, yep. Imagine.
You gotta love it.
Playing completely different maps in this.
How about I just don't play LN1? Picks LN1.
Sure, let's play. Yeah,
Doesn't
sure,
play
let's play
LN1.
like. Literally, let's literally just play like. Let's literally just play like any map that's not LN1. See what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so
How
crazy.
the funniest thing. I love Bancho.
I love
And
Bancho.
Bancho loves us.
Yeah, I know, that's actually insane.
Wait, not
okay,
even we're playing
happergamer's
the
on
map.
it.
All right, we're making progress. We're 50% of the way there, guys. It's just a loading screen. Bancho is just a long-running loading screen.
It's okay. We're nearly there. It's just happergamer and Sona. We just need to wait for MrCB to line up, and then hopefully we should be cooking. Oh my goodness.
Well, at this point, the only thing that's getting cooked is Bancho client.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I woke up early in the morning here, okay, over here in Australia. I was rolling out of bed, you know, sluggishly hopping on, and this is the first thing I wake up to. An absolute beautiful sight to behold.
I mean, that's exactly what happens when the crows start to ring out the alarm in the morning at about, isn't it like 8 or 9
it's 8 in the morning.
or 8 a.m.?
Yeah, it's 8 in the morning. I'm an early bird.
Yeah. Because I can't even comment. I can't even do anything at the time besides from just laying in bed. What the heck? It's literally
I'm just built different. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I can see that.
Client, but you know, it's just different enough. Bancho's on a different.
I know you. Yeah, I know you. Literally have the muscle that Bancho doesn't. You know how to work it, bro. Bancho doesn't. Well, now it doesn't. It's just like under some sort of like scarcity. I have no idea what's going on. Bancho just.
So was this something that has been going on for like this weekend in particular, or is it something that's been going on for a while?
Oh no, it's been happening for like maybe 2-3 hours or something. I have no idea, particularly.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, I mean, if we keep refreshing it, we can get like a periodic update on what's going on, right?
Yeah, we just gotta like spam the panic button and hopefully it should be fine. Maybe?
Yeah.
Right? Probably not.
Because it looks like I don't know, it's weird. It looks like CB is leaking the score, but it's impossible to tell how accurate it is. They just really want to play hybrid too. Yeah, exactly. CB
Or
really
okay, maybe I gotta pull up the MP link just in case. We're literally approaching the end of the map anyways.
Yep. Trying to get MP link going.
My computer is so slow today.
Well, then again, you know, this tournament is a joke, as we all know. It's probably one of the longest running jokes that has ever joked. Okay, that part's a lie, but yeah, of course, shenanigans are always abroad, especially in such a unique format like One Key. So, we'll get the MP confirmation. Looks like the referee's claiming that Happier won. Or Happer.
Yeah,
we'll get the official
I'm on the
results
thingy right now.
Is the thingy loading like it's supposed to?
Yeah.
Or is it also saying the wrong
I'm on
note?
the MP link now. I'm on the MP link now. It doesn't show the results just yet, but hopefully it's gonna show it within, like, maybe a few minutes or so. We'll have to see. Seems like Rice 2 gets picked out, though.
I mean, you say that, but there are still MP lobbies that are, you know, official MP lobbies in tournaments and the World Cups that still have not finished. So maybe we'll never know.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Yeah.
Perhaps.
It's like there's two really old Taika World Cup matches that still have their MP lobbies open. Even though it's been like 7-8 years. Oh no, now they're both playing LN1.
Oh,
right, time for the real LN1.
Oh, don't tell me we're gonna have
beautiful.
to watch. We're gonna have to watch CB play for the entire thing.
Oh man, this is. I hadn't been commentating much in a while for personal reasons, and I'm gonna say this is. I love that I'm coming back to this. This band show is, you know, giving me a very swift reminder of what I've missed out.
Yeah, it really serves as like one of those insane wake-up calls for like if you've been out of the loop for quite the while, like you mentioned.
Yeah, nah, you thought you could escape? No, you can never escape the Bancho horrors.
Okay, thank God.
If Bancho had a voice, that's probably what it would be.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I would imagine it would have to sound like the most formal voice possible, but thank God our referee is in the staff chat right now. Seems like we got confirmation. happergamer is gonna be the one winning off of LN1, killing in the dark with about 30,000 points of a differential between the two players.
That's pretty good, actually. That was a pretty close matchup. Only 30K. It's not a lot, especially for quite a seed deficit.
Oh, exactly. It's kind of interesting because, like, I swear this might be like one of the quite a bit of a bold first pick, really. I mean, just the fact that, like, you know, it's a pretty far apart in terms of seeding, and oh, we're back. Hello,
We got it
here on the JOKE4 channel.
Yep,
Guy in the back, boys.
we are so back, and we're coming in the last third of the song. happergamer just picked up a drop, is holding a massive lead of about 43,000 points. CB has a lot of work to do to try and recoup it, but it's looking quite difficult from here.
Yeah, exactly. The map induces a lot of these really swung and technical rhythms but it seems like happergamer is doing really good at being able to try and capitalize off of each of these notes. It's really just, is there much time for CB to be able to try and recover it if happergamer was to collapse here, hypothetically?
I don't know, Chief. It's looking quite unlikely. Just CB just getting caught out by some of those technical patterns. And there's too significant of an accuracy deficit to clear up. So I think happergamer is quite comfortably taking the second point, which would also be the first break point of the match.
Yeah. a very strong one to be able to make that impression from the side of happergamer as well. Like, especially if it's like this early, MrCB here really needs to try and at least get some points in their favor, because if happergamer just simply capitalizes off of each of these maps individually, this could definitely spell doom for him if it does not go all too well for them.
MrCB barely getting 97.28% accuracy. Was so close to the funniest number in Osu. 727 is still the funniest number. It hasn't changed yet. I don't think it will change for a while. But you never know with the next generation.
Funnier than
you
69.
Never know. Yeah, you never know with the next generation of gamers. You never know what other numbers they can come up with. Definitely some funnier numbers popping up in, younger generations. You never know how it is.
Indeed.
And Flake's party.
But you know what is funnier?
Yep. Get for it.
We thought was going to be played out earlier.
Well, what's really funny as well is that this is actually the second time we're seeing Flake's party today in this match. We saw it at the very start, but obviously it was all glitched to high heaven. So now time for the real LN2 to kick off here.
Absolutely, and
Mother of God, the map loaded.
yeah, for this pick, I definitely feel like CB's gonna have to try and do what they can to try and snag a point back, because I know that they definitely have the potential to try and at least fight against the likes of happergamer, but if anything, we're gonna have to see it right now before it's too late, because happergamer is already just about nearly halfway through to making it all go his way in terms of the point line here.
Yeah, it's an incredibly close battle early on. The accuracies are sitting at about 99%. So both of these players quite consistent with their hit counts, but the occasional greats here and there can trip up the morale of players a little. So we cross over the 500 combo. The score is actually completely even. Same accuracy, same performances. happergamer will be the first player to not hold under the pressure. MrCB getting a lead.
Very good one as well. 10,000 points and going off another miss of happergamer, but CB trades it back immediately, not allowing any effect to take place. But it does seem like the misjudges on the side of happergamer are a little more substantial enough to be able to grant that lead over to CB, objectifying it in their favor here.
Yep. And with only a third of the map to go, CB is in a good position to take out the first point. But MrCB takes a miss, and that is the first of maybe many misses. If that continues, it will look really bad. 15,000 score lead is a delicate one. And it is getting even more delicate as both players start to trade misses now. As we get to the finale section off the map. The lead looking quite stable, but happergamer does pick up a couple of misses there, and it looks like MrCB will be able to get away with it. A hard-fought win to score a break point in this match, striking right back and trying to level up the game a little bit.
And it does seem like it's going to happen. CB does get their first point on the board finally, preventing the potential sweep that could have been from the side of happergamer, because that would have definitely damaged CB's morale if it did came down to that alone. So very good point to take off the boards we could see as from the side of CB. And now it's down to CB to make another pick here to try and equalize things once more.
All right, so MrCB is next to pick, and Rice 3 gets selected.
All right, definitely a solid pick to go for, in my opinion. This one is the more, dare I say, consistency check oriented map. That's like maybe close to becoming physical with just one key alone. So, yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a very long map, 3 minutes and 50 seconds, and a BPM of 190, so it's going to be quite a long and fast showdown.
Yeah, potentially one of the longest maps that we have in the map pool itself, but knowing the likes of happergamer, I know that in some other tournaments that I've seen him in that aren't really on the anti-meta key side of things, I know that he can manage well with some of these more physical maps that are kind of lengthier. It's just the fact that it's in one key where it's like the translation doesn't really convert the same or read in the same language as you're probably used to. For example, this one's probably more in cryptic language than English here, for example, as we do see happergamer take that first drop.
I was going to say more cryptic than Latin, but hey, I guess you beat me. I guess we can take English as well.
Yeah, English is like the default language for everyone, or at least besides from Chinese.
Yep. Just didn't have it in the patch update.
I wish. Oh my goodness.
MrCB going to kick things off with a good opening. Still on the full combo. Still picking up a very good score, 99%. happergamer struggling a little bit there. But this is a long battle.
Indeed, a long battle that really tests your consistency factor, and especially with that, CB's actually capitalized off that really well, not being phased out by the fact that it's literally just been the first quarter of the map gone, and happergamer continues to find drops here and there in some of the most minute places possible, which is definitely unfortunate for them. They need to try and get that score lead back one way or another.
Yeah. MrCB is still looking quite good. 99.2% on a full combo. Just does what needs to be done.
Yeah. there isn't really much we can say about the whole case here. I mean, we've seen it time and time again with these players just like doing really well to manage like with whatever is inside of their repertoire of weapons and capabilities that they just simply bring out onto the table during each match itself and just pulling them out into full fruition. And we can definitely see that pro is there with MrCB managing really well on this consistency-oriented Rice map, as it is one of the last few Rice maps that we have available on the board here. The map pool is relatively small for what it has to offer, and going into the guitar solo here, this is where things kind of ramp up as well, more or less.
If MrCB does win this match will level out at 2-2, which will keep things fairly even as we reach the halfway point in the matchup. And I know we've had a bit of a rocky start with Bancho being Bancho, as the running joke is always. But things have been steady from here on out. It's been great.
Yeah, thankfully, even after that initial blunder on the stream, everything's just gone back to square one in terms of like just at least doing the job, being able to present like exactly what the viewers here want to watch, or at least for the 10 viewers that are watching this right now, just decreased to 9. But as of now, the final quarter of the map is going in. The clock on the top left of the playfields just showed that the clock is pointing at 11 o'clock right here. So not much of the map is left. There's about 20 seconds left for both these players to make it out, and CB is probably the one most likely in the driver's seat for this one. Gonna be able to make it out 2-all for both these players here. One player needs to get a point to make it halfway through the equation.
Yeah. So MrCB takes the win with only one miss. That's rather unfortunate. Full combo was almost on the cards. But still a very phenomenal performance by MrCB. And things reset anew. 2-2 in this best of 9. Hybrid 2 getting immediately selected.
Yeah, Hybrid 2 is a bit of an interesting one. It's like closer to Hybrid 2, but technically not at the same time. Kind of feeling like the fact that it's a swung rhythm song. It's basically like if you were to translate High Rise 2 into at least incorporating or borrowing elements from some of the LN maps that we have in this map pool, for example. So it definitely makes up for a strong counter pick if you really need it in a match, and something to like keep your opponent's consistency in check as well. This is a pretty long map. 3 minutes and 40 seconds just about for this map alone.
Ah, yes. Time for the second time that we see Hybrid 2 today.
Yep.
We're 2 for 2.
We've come full circle. We've had LN1 for the second time, and we've now had Hybrid 2 for the second time as well. What more can you ask for?
So true. Well, I can tell you definitely what these players are definitely looking for. They're looking for a nice black box that has a point with their name on it. Yep.
Ah, yeah. Pandora's box.
So true. And the hunt for the box gets underway with happergamer up to a nice minuscule lead, holding a full combo but has a minor accuracy deficit.
Yeah, going off those misses from the likes of MrCB himself, that is gonna kind of bring things into a bit of a deficit that does detriment the score of CB here. Gonna be making it nearly 20,000 points in the advantage of happergamer here for the time being. Being able to manage with a lot of these parents, being able to combo, it's just... Oh, as I said it. Oh, goodness me.
Welcome to the club. happergamer does pick up a combo drop, and that's going to only escalate even further as his lead does get cut into pieces. CB on the verge of overtaking, but fails to capitalize. It is admittedly a tricky section in the outside. The consistency of both these players have dropped quite a bit. Both of them struggle to break out. 98%.
Yep. It's just significant shot after shot from both these players that really prevents one side from being able to objectify, but it does seem like happergamer does recover the combo, being able to make it towards that combo cap and managing with the streams a little bit better. Some of these really kind of precise streams where you have some random short LNs thrown in between for extra measure, and it does seem like happergamer does really well being able to try and combo through that as well, being able to brute force it, as CB is going to be climbing up their combo as well going into the final quarter of the map. It's going to have to come down to more misses alone to try and objectify the lead, because we've seen for both players that the lead is never really final, and that miss from happergamer could potentially be the start of many.
Yeah. Getting to the finale here, happergamer in a very comfortable position, up 1.5% in accuracy. Doesn't have any major combo deficits in play. And it's quite a comfortable position. As we get to the finale here. 50,000 points separating the two. It's looking unlikely to change.
Yep. Yeah, more misses just continue to come out from MrCB and happergamer, but it does seem like the only one suffering more of these misses is none other than MrCB himself, not being able to find himself as complacent with a lot of these incredibly short lens and streams in comparison to happergamer, who's at least contrarian himself from that concept by managing to FC a lot better. But it does seem like now happergamer going to be taking the third point off the board for himself. It's now down to MrCB to try and at least win some points, because there's a good chance now that happergamer can potentially snag a break point and also try to aim for that match point as well, which is definitely going to be a dangerous situation for MrCB if things don't go well here. So they need to pick carefully going into the next map, I'd say.
Well, if 32 and 17 is the one that goes the tiebreaker, that would be quite hilarious.
You love to see it. Yeah.
But let's see where will CB go.
Yeah, I mean, there is quite a bunch of options on the board left, so, I feel like, okay, it seems like they're going to be going speed too, so Devour of All by Hellblind, mapped by yours truly.
All of the maps are mapped by yours truly.
Indeed. Oh, except from, like,
except for hybrid. Except for hybrid. We don't talk about hybrid.
Yeah. Sure.
There's not that many Ellens I know. No, there's not that many.
Yeah. Yeah, because Ellens literally work so differently in this game mode in comparison to most other game modes. It's kind of crazy to think about.
It's great. We love it. And that's why we keep doing this. Because we think it's funny. And the joke will continue as long as we care. We decide when the joke stops. And the joke does not stop in 2025.
Yep. And who knows when it's even going to stop either. I mean, who knows, maybe the joke will continue even to 2030 perhaps. But we'll just have to see. I'm not that kind of a time teller.
5-year plan, don't worry, we got this. Optimism.
Yeah, exactly. You're always going to be optimistic in life when it comes to situations like these, but I digress, as we do see Speed 2 being thrown out here. Both these players doing pretty good for a solid start. CB is in with the upper hand, at least having their accuracy up by an entire % above the likes of happergamer, not being able to at least try and maintain a combo through some of these little more technical burst patterns that we kind of see thrown out here in the mix.
Ooh, a big drop by MrCB, and the lead has dissipated.
Oh, yeah, that's a bit of a detrimental one as well, I have to say. Oh, goodness.
And both of them are struggling quite a bit here. But both of them are struggling approximately the same. CB did drop the LN note at the end there, which does shift a huge number of points over to happergamer. But that 10,000 lead is very delicate, especially with a 97% accuracy. I mean, look at this. One of the most peaceful sections in the song, and it's still hard to pick up consistent marvelouses.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the fact that the minute you bring some of these more dense songs into the mix, it just becomes a lot difficult for both these players to try and maintain combo, and also just overall action, because we can see the scoreline just plummeting as the accuracy is just plummet down to the depths of hell, going into the 5th layer perhaps as we go under that 98% accuracy mark, and we see a lot of late and early releases from the likes of happergamer here, who has the lead, but it's just the accuracy that's just really arbitrary, just literally jumping everywhere across every stone in the ocean.
And it is setting the finale to be quite a spectacular one in the last quarter. 45 seconds to settle this deficit once and for all. Will CB be able to defend the pick? Or will Happer sit on the match point? It is a very fine line. But this map devours everyone's hopes and dreams, like Happer's combo right there. And MrCB is going to take a minuscule lead in the outro here.
Yeah, the only thing I'm gonna hope for right now is that CB does not choke here, because there's only really like less than 30 seconds of the map left, as you can see on the timer on the top left. If any miss was to come out right now, this can probably spell it for MrCB, and this is something that they cannot afford, because they want to keep the competition intact as much as possible.
Very nice.
But that's probably it. 10,000 points. The advantage of CB.
Yep. Very, very nice result for CB there. With a very scary combo to go with it. Ooh. 666 notes. Ooh.
Oh, nasty.
And Happer also getting 444 combo. Very nice. But yeah, definitely an intense matchup too. And this is setting up a very nice end game where we have what? We got Rice 1, we got Speed 1, and is that all we got? No, we also have, Hybrid 1. Yeah, I forgot about the hybrids.
Ooh.
Yep. Nekomata getting selected. Teasel's happy about that.
Yeah, shout out Teasel right there. One of the few guest mappers that we have that's not yours truly in this map pool to bring some variety into the table. And yeah, this definitely makes a lot of sense to be the next pick from the side of happergamer, because like I know that they've been capitalizing off some of these hybrid maps in general, so it does make all the best sense in the world to throw this one out to try and see if you can get a point of this, because we've seen from CB not being able to fare well on some of these patterns as much as happergamer does in comparison. So I believe for happergamer,
okay, your score.
What?
Yep, they drew the second mini break there.
Oh my goodness. It felt like 1 second.
I mean, to be fair, it is early days, but quite a good start by both these players.
Yeah, very strong as well.
The action getting underway. 2 minutes in this song to find a winner. And both of these players are not going down without a fight. Happer does become the first player to miss. CB is going to capitalize on the lead for now, getting at least 20,000 points. And a good combo advantage to go with it too.
Yeah, those 2 shots from happergamer are gonna really spell the point lead for the time being. Going into the back of the chart, as we can see MrCB doing what they can to try and ensure that they can be the one that reaches the match point first, because right at this point is the literal competition to see who's going to be getting to that state first, because there's only really 3 maps that we can potentially play in the map pool left, in which it's going to have to be at least 2 other maps on the board, so Rice 1 or Speed 1, before we see a potential tiebreaker. If it does come down to at least happergamer winning off one of those, if it doesn't come down to CB taking this one.
CB did pick up a miss right before the start of the chorus here, which is really good for Happer. Happer does have a notable combo advantage, which is going to cut back some of those much needed points. And MrCB picking up yet another miss and is going to tie things up.
Oh yeah, that was a bit of a dangerous decrease right there, and it's still going down as we can see. Wait, 5,000 points. Could this be it? Happergamer just needs to try and hang on to be able to try and bring it all into his favor. It's going 2,000 points. Wow. 1,000 points. And the miss comes out. Oh my goodness.
That was a brutal drop by CB there.
Oh,
absolutely choked it. And Happer will barely defend the pick. Wow.
Oh, no.
That is unfortunate too. Not even 3 seconds away from victory. You know,
that was so bad for CB. He was doing so well. He had it all together. Just up until that final stretch of the map. Oh, goodness me. That's scary.
Crazy. So CB now has to win this final pick to level the playing field and go to a tiebreaker. Damn. I was going to sit here thinking we're going to play Rice 1 maybe instead of Speed 1. But Rice 1 is only for the beginning of the match, right? It's not for the end of the match. So obviously it was never going to be picked. It was never even in contention. That's why I didn't even think about it. CB was just like, nah, we're going straight to Speed 1. Because it has the word beginning. It's obviously not permitted in the last pick. Totally.
Or, well, you could just see it as the beginning of the end, so to say. But I do feel like, in comparison, this pick makes all the more sense for CB to pick out, but just because of the fact that, in comparison to the Rice maps, which happergamer capitalized off of, MrCB has done just as well as some of these Ellen hybrid maps as well. We did see how close hybrid... Oh,
All right,
God.
ladies and gentlemen, we're going back to Hidden 1. Hybrid 1, sorry.
Hidden?
Sorry, wrong tournament.
Welcome back to 2016, guys.
Force a habit.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
Old schools don't die hard. All right, we saved it.
All right.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, Nekomato was just so good. I just have to run it back, obviously.
Yeah.
yeah, so true.
Literally,
right.
I mean, yeah.
Red is connect. Is the final regular map to be played as MrCB tries to connect his way to the tiebreaker. And so far, the notes are connecting quite well as he is up to a full combo. Does have a few points in an advantage in these early stages.
Unfortunately for the side of happergamer, though, gonna be pulling the plug on that advantage here. 5,000 points in the advantage of MrCB so far. Getting one miss less than happergamer here, but takes another one right as we get to this Foster section. This song features a lot of pretty abstract changes in tempo that really make it a lot harder to follow. Kind of similar, kind of just following a very similar vein to that of Levitator from the previous round, but basically ramping it up by just the right amount, and we just see tremendous shots after shot from both players. MrCB taking a big drop right there, and we see a trade right there as well. Not going to allow anything to change on the board until right now, where CB misses thrice in one go.
Yeah. A tough situation for CB in the second half of this map, but 20,000 points is not a huge lead. And happergamer has been a little bit inconsistent as well at 98%, so opportunities will be there for CB.
It's really just a make or break moment for CB here, because they need to try their best and do what they can to try and maintain consistency. As long as, I mean, we've seen it time and time again, happergamer knows how to choke, and they know that they have some vulnerabilities within the cracks that open up as soon as you just touch the window table here. It's really just how easily can it crack if CB was to try and FC the rest of the map. We do see another drop come out right here as we go into the final quarter, but that's not to say that history can't repeat from what literally just happened less than 10 minutes ago. You know what I mean, Beat?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And happergamer is on a good path to victory here. Up 1.5%, has a good combo advantage. A good score lead too, with about 40,000 points. Definitely quite suited for this end stage here, where the song suddenly picked up in tempo. But happergamer's picked up a chain of greats. Is cutting the lead a little bit. A miss could move things. But I think the lead's enough. I think the actually advantage was enough. Just cashed in on that advantage to stabilize here. Yeah.
CB was doing really well throughout the map. It's unfortunate that happergamer had to hang on over there, but that said, that is going to be it. 5-3, and your winner for this match with a 924k going throughout this losers bracket in the round of 16 is going to be none other than happergamer punching into that quarterfinals bracket under the losers bracket, the underdog layer, as we have. And unfortunately for MrCB, doing what they can to try and ensure that they could get some points and almost force a tiebreaker as well, which is definitely an impressive feat on their own. The upset has been complete, and the seed 32 player will be making their way into the quarterfinals bracket to face off against none other than what we have here. It is literally, oh goodness, I need to get the thingy.
Yeah, nah, the thing's too big to memorize it. Currently, Happer has moved on to the quarterfinals in the losers bracket. We'll be playing the winner of Hassel or Daddy when their matchup takes place. Or is it the loser? I think it's the winner. No, it's the loser because it drops down. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
something like that.
Yeah, it's the loser of that matchup. So Those two will be facing off in, I think, later today. But we still have a few more matches before the daytime ends here. In about 3 hours from now, we got Peaceful against Jackson. Very exciting matchup there. And we will have more to follow along with that. So that's going to kick off at about 1 UTC. So come back in about 3 hours and 20 minutes, and we'll see you guys there. Epic Man, do you have anything you want to say before we wrap things up for today?
Chicken burger with wings. I don't know.
Bro, I said if he wanted anything else, and then he went straight to KFC. Got it.
Yeah, because KFC is that good. It's better than McDonald's. Fight me.
Yep. Okay, I'll give you that one. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this matchup. Hopefully you get some good food in. And we will see you then as the greatest joke in Otsu continues with Joke 4, The Great Escape. Take care.
Toodaloo.